Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the...
Let me look at my team, DJ. Watch you, dog.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down and a yard.
Baylor tight. 380.
Again, it's Hampton. And he stopped immediately there. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Baylor touch. Ray.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
Hey, Ram. Baylor Tigers. Go.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
59. Chill. 5-9. Go. Hey, Ram. Go.
They snap it to Herbert. And he is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
27 yards.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Kappa.
Herbert now. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Bears' 26-yard line.
Hey, go lion.
Now a toss, left side, Hampton. Down to the 25. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, a pick 6 on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Next the score, Chargers 7, Bears 0.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field, you know?
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Colston Loveland, 78 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Go.
Open man right side. That's McConkey.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards there for number 15. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. To the left side, he's got McConkey. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. It's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Go.
Herbert throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They go quickly here out to Moore.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, 40 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Bears 14, Chargers 7.
The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
1st down, Los Angeles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll toss right side to Hampton.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
They'll check this one down to Hampton.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the the 46-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. Back to throw here, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Go.
Now it's Herbert. That is caught at the 7. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal, Los Angeles.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Hampton will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown, LA.
And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st and 10 at the 37.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
To throw, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The improv.
What up, fellow?
Gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing much. I see Ramirez sign with Houston, TSU. Yeah, that's what's up for
Houston.
Houston.
Left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Okay.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's what's up.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Okay.
Caleb Williams, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bears have
They're right downtown, ain't they? TSU.
Nice job of polishing off that drive.
Yeah, I
but all
talked
the
to,
credit there goes to that play prior.
I talked to Martez the other day, too. He called
after
me.
that big play, I think resistance
that was good to hear
almost
his
felt
voice.
futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end
Said
zone.
he's been home since Thanksgiving.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Oh, wow.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll get this up close to the 30-yard line. Herbert, quick pass out wide. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Right.
Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hampton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, Herbert. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Absolutely.
Here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Hampton. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Oh, wow.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here.
I go there once a year on the fellas trip.
Just like that.
But, you know, my daughter stay there. Nope, she in Houston.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of
Finishing
football.
up her senior year. Yeah,
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again, Herbert. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hit him up on Instagram.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now, despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
And the coach is always harped on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 37 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4th.
It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Less than a yard.
Filthy. Vegas. Let it go.
To the air once more, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he will have the Bears first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To the air, Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Luther Burden, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. this right out of the locker room. An onside kick attempt. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Pass caught right side by Loveland. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Williams. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DeAndre Swift from 13 yards out. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
14.
The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. Give him 12 yards on that one, and earns him a fresh set of downs.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Let's go. 5-9.
Now it's Herbert. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Herbert now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hampton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Here's Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Herbert going to change the play here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Herbert throwing again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 9 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up.
Touchdown, Chargers. Oronde Gadsden, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Pass complete to Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the
to throw. Williams. Touchdown! Colston Loveland, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Santos with the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
22. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Gets around him. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Herbert. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chargers 22.
Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Hampton. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers first down. An 8-yard pickup.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. Just
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Working out of the gun, Williams. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10.
To the air, Williams.
He's got it.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Santos now to add the PAT. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 22. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Right side, he has Johnston.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert.
He's got another one to Johnston.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Johnston on the quick slant.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. but all the game management stuff trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for two.
Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
57, Chargers 28.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
16 yards. That's good for Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
And the Chargers, first down. A gain of 12.
Herbert back to the air. He'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Chargers, first down.
Herbert now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
Hey, set. 380. 5-9. 12.
To the air again, Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's Herbert. The quick slant caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?